everyone, Mrs. Calamo here. I'd like to show you how to access library databases specifically for this 1984 research assignment. So I will post a link to the Symbaloo page on our library homepage. Your teacher should be pushing out that link through Google Classroom. So here it is. Across the top, you're going to find information related to the assignment that will be labeled. Down here are the colorful links over here are the databases that we're going to use for this assignment. We're going to start with Bloom's Literature. So click on the one in pink. It's going to take you to this screen. Now, GC Scholars is going to be the username and the password. You see how I typed it in. GCSCHOLARS, lowercase, all one word. For the Bloom's database, that's both your username and password. If you'd like to make your life easier, you can check the Remember Me box and click Login. Now I'm here. Where I'd like to go is to the Bloom's Literature database. Once you are here, you're going to search in the search bar for 1980-4. Note that I didn't just type the numbers here. You actually have to write it out and include the dash, and then select your search. So there are a lot of references to 1984. Take your time to look through them. You can take any one of these articles. I know in the past we have used, this one has been a pretty sturdy one that we've looked through. These articles are not going to be short. Like if I click on this one, I'm going to need to take some time to look through it, maybe use my Control F to kind of skim the article, Control F function. There is a read aloud for those of you that need to have the text read to you. If that would help you, that would be great. But don't just jump to this one and say, oh, Ms. Calamo has it, so I'm just going to go with this one. I want you to really take the time to look through your different articles. You can browse through the criticism. And I also want you to take a look at over here on the right-hand side where it says narrow results. Take a look at your topic and theme. These are going to be huge. Heroism in 1984, suffering in 1984, the individual and society in 1984, making references to how would George Orwell feel if he were alive today? What would his observations be? Totalitarianism in George Orwell. So we're asking you to find at least one piece of literary criticism, but you may find that by looking at these, there's more useful information for you. So if I take this article, let's say I really like the individual and society in 1984. I'm going to look through it, decide that this is something that's going to be helpful for me. What I want to do now is I want to show you how to save this. I don't want you to save it to Drive because I want it to go into a specific place. We are going to save it to our Google Drive, but not through this button. I don't want it to be saved as a PDF, and I kind of want to have all my research in one spot. And I don't want to download it either. So instead, I know it's going to look a little strange, but you're going to click on the Print button, and you want to click Print with MLA Citation. So go ahead and click Print. It's not physically going to print, but see how much cleaner this is now? And now I can just copy this. I'm going to go to the bottom. Please take the citation information that is at the bottom. It's good to have that. We'll utilize that later. And then you can do your Control C to copy. And where is this going to go? So I said that we wanted to save it to our drive. So before I even searched the databases, I went to my drive, I clicked on the new button, and I created a new folder specifically for this assignment. So I'm calling mine English 12 Research Demo. You can see I have a lot of stuff organized by folder in my drive. So double click on that folder that you made. Now where am I going to put that information that I just copied? I'm going to click on New, Google Doc. And now I can go ahead and Control V to paste it in. That did not work, so let me go back for you. Here's my article. I'm going to right click and copy again. I'm going to go back here, and now I'm going to paste it in. and I can tell that this one worked. If you're at home on a Chromebook, there might be a little bit of a lag, especially if you are using Wi-Fi, so don't paste it a million times, just give it a wait like I did. If you make a mistake like I did, you can always go back and recopy it. So I have this article. I'm really comfortable with this font size, but if you want to, the beauty of doing it this way is that you can customize it to however you need it. Play around with the spacing if you need to. And let's give this a title. So if I just click in the upper left-hand corner, it's automatically going to title this for me. But you could also call this literary criticism if you wanted to. And now I have my first piece of Lit Crit, and it's here, it's in my folder, and it's ready to go. So what am I going to do with this? I'm going to start annotating. Just as a reminder, guys, you are going to use your notes feature in Google Doc through the comments. So how does that work? Well, I highlight this. It says they have indoctrinated the citizens of Oceania to believe. All right, this is important. They're plagued by famine, slavery. You saw as soon as I started highlighting the plus sign right here. I can click on this and I can add my comment. So I can say that the government is the cause of suffering in the novel. They have made the people their slaves. And then I'm going to hit this blue comment button. Now, that's super important. You have to hit the blue comment button for your comments to save. Very important. If you are on a Mac and you don't see this little plus sign, then go up to your toolbar right here, and where it says add comment, you can go about adding your comments that way. Don't forget you have your highlight features here. You have your color coding features where you can change the text color, you can bold, you can underline things. You have lots of resources at your disposal. Another really cool thing that Google Docs can do for you, just as a reminder, if you forgot what the word indoctrinated means, you can right click on it and define it. And let me highlight that for you because it was doing the whole slew of text. So right click, define indoctrinated, and here's my dictionary. Now, to that end as well, you can right click, you can highlight any phrase that you would like and right click and do explore. And what explore does is it allows you to do a Google search straight from the document. So don't forget you have the define feature, you have the explore feature, you can highlight, and you have your comments button here as well. Now, as long as you hit that blue comment button, your comments are saved. Even if you resolved it, you could always go back to your comments and get it. However, if you do not hit that blue comments button, your comments will not save. So that is how you access the Bloom's database, how you save information into a Google Doc. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to make a new one for EBSCO to show you how to access articles from there and save those as well. So see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.